Hey everybody, we're back at it again with our second speech. Today's topic is going to be career doubts. Career doubts is something that's very prominent in a college student's life, especially in the early stages of college in the first couple of years where they're trying to figure out what they want to do. Personally, I began to have mixed feelings and career doubts early this summer where I just started to think that radiology was just not for me. So I began to do some research. I ran into this guy on YouTube named Gary Vaynerchuk, who's a CEO up north, but he takes the time to make these YouTube episodes where he addresses career advice and stuff in that nature, but he mostly addresses his videos to college students, and he gives some advice regarding how to take on the real life and what to expect and what to have your mindset on. He mostly says to keep an open mind and just kind of take some experience and put into consideration, but open-mindedness is probably the number one thing. And he says between the ages of 20 and 25 is the time period where you just take risks and meet people and make connections and get that experience just to have that under your belt. Alongside with Gary, I ran into this guy named Evan Carmichael, and he also does a YouTube channel where he just does questions and answers type of situations. And he agrees with Gary that you mostly just have to be open-minded, because if you're narrow-minded, you're just going to let some opportunities walk right past you and you're never going to find what you actually want to do, because most of us, according to Gary, are taking the safe route, which is to find a career such as medicine or engineering or stuff that are in high demand right now, but things in the real life are run by people, and Gary says people run this world, and most people are getting those opportunities by connections rather than a degree. A degree is good, but he says the more connections, the higher chance that you get to get those big opportunities and those big chances to land a great career. Alongside those two guys, I ran into three other people who kind of do vlogs and blogs, and they talk about careers and stuff. So the first person I ran into was Curtis, and he wrote a segment on his personal encounter towards career doubts, and he just says that he was mostly open-minded, and he just talks about how he attacked that situation, and all he had to say was that he just got more experience than he had and took it into consideration to decide what his career was. On the other hand, we had Arlene, where she says that you just have to ask yourself some questions like risks and how the career is going to look on you and how it affects your life. So I'm adding that to my guide on what I want to do. Finally, I found a woman named Dorothy who wrote a blog where she says that you just kind of have to sit down and evaluate yourself and find your interests, write them down, and map around that to find your career. Do not pick a career and then set yourself around that career. You have to find what you like first and then pick a career, because if not, you're gonna find yourself doing something that you don't love for the rest of your life. So you have to evaluate yourself to pick what you want to do, and that's how you find a career. So personally, I am taking all of these advice and sitting down and evaluating myself and then picking what I want to do, because right now I'm in a limbo stage between radiology and something else. I don't know what that something else is, but I'm going to take everything that I found out from these guys and just pick what I want to do regarding on what I like, because I like medicine, but the situation in the environment that it consists of is not really attractive to me. So I am opening my mind to other things, and I think that these advices are really good, and I recommend for you guys to check out Gary. Gary's a really good person, and he's a great motivational speaker, and the way that he speaks kind of drives you to do more. So I really recommend that you guys check him out on YouTube. But for now, I think that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching. See you next time.